a big night, my man.
Don't you let out the antidote. Yeah, party on a Sunday. Do it all again on Monday. Spend the check on a weekend. I might do it again.
Visit the team's website for more information for availability of any future.
At shooting guard.
K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. And guys, we won't be seeing Josh Jackson, who is injured.
Yeah, Kevin, no more uncertainty about the seriousness of the injury. Well, we only got a preliminary diagnosis after.
And the Suns making a change here. Smith has checked in. Brent, we're already starting to hear some trade rumors out there. Is it ever too early to start making changes?
If you talk to any good GM, it's never too early to start thinking about how can I make this roster better.
Constant thought.
There are some times, though, and I think we've seen this through the years, where there might be a player that's on the roster that whether there's a coaching change or his approach to the season, maybe it's a contract year and mentally he's not really where he needs to be, that sometimes teams examine that and think, might need to remove this now in order for us to get where we need to go. And that might be some of the reasons why, Kevin, we're hearing some names this early in the season.
Exactly. So for Toronto right now, inside pairing is Ibaka and Valanciunas. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Here's Smith. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Suns shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Chandler comes in for Anderson, and it's Troy Daniels in for Devin Booker. Anunoby, he's checked in for Toronto. DeLon Wright comes in for Kyle Lowry. Smith the pass to Holmes. Leonard with the steal, and stolen by Ariza. The offensive rebound. Chandler's shot, good! Chandler's got his first 2 points.
Chandler has had some years where you would consider him one of the most elite rebounders in the league. Uses his height that time to snag the board.
Screen by Monroe. Right outside. To the paint. He's looking for Monroe and finds him. Over Daniels. That one off the back iron and out. Suns trail by 3. From downtown. Sinks the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
Toronto's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Holmes with the steal. Holmes with the steal. Here's Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
And a big-time run there. They are peaking at the right time here to take the lead.
The Raptors have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Leonard on the wing. Guarded by Holmes. Leonard kicks to Anunoby. Count that one.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Now here is Smith. Tight defense on him. Holmes passes to Smith.
And the Suns have never won an NBA title. It's amazing for such a proud and storied franchise. Just one trip to the finals since the merger back in 1993. That was when they lost to the Chicago Bulls.
Bridges, he's checked in for Phoenix. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the Raptors. Toronto trailing. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. He kicks it to Leonard. Banked in off the glass. Leonard's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Hard to deny Leonard when he gets in that close to the rim. Too many ways for him to get creative to score.
Here's Smith. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
The defender must have felt like he ran into a brick wall right there. Really great screen set to give his teammate the wide open shot.
Count that bucket.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, for both teams, we're seeing great synergy on offense, but some lackluster defense.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. The Suns on top. They finish off the first quarter on a 14-4 run. Greg Monroe regarded as one of the better big men in the NBA, but in recent seasons...
I'm the player. You know, as long as I'm on the court, whenever I'm on the court, it's just about being productive. You know, it's about continuing on the right path, you know, having the right mindset, the right focus.
Professional mindset. Monroe is seasoned veteran, ready to go when his name is called.
It's challenging to accept a different or lesser role, but Monroe is approaching it like a true pro.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Yeah, getting an early boost from the bench, that's been the difference here so far.
Well, a good coach always optimizes his rotation, and in the first quarter, he did a great job of that.
So for Toronto right now, Anunoby out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Greg Monroe. Then there's Lowry. And it's Wright in at the 2 spot. There are a lot of guys that can just blow right by you. They turn on the jets, and they're as quick as a hiccup. And there are some guys with that quick first step that are a blur.
I love watching Damian Lillard in Portland when it is that he has one of those, most of the games he has it going, but one of those games where he's really got it going, and the way that he can get around a pick and get into the hoop. Damian Lillard, explosive. Put Kyrie Irving, put John Wall's blazing speed on that list. And sometimes Goran Dragic, the way he weasels into a lane, and I mean that in a good way, finishing off.
No, I like that word. It's a good word.
He's fantastic. So we have tremendous explosive point guards who get the job done.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Lowry is a player who has worked his way to stardom. He says, I still feel like I can be better. I'm never satisfied. My team is good, but I think the best I can be is a champion. There is no other goal in basketball. Guys?
D.A., that's how you truly create a legacy. Leonard with the screen on Bridges. Off the screen, Lowry. Rebound by the Suns. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Fought extremely hard to win that game. They were exhausted, you could tell, but you could see what that win meant to them at the end of overtime.
Smith drives in, and it's going to be 2 free throws. True contact on the shot. Kyle Lowry picks one up there. The Suns shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And the Suns here with a different look. Ayton, he's checked in for Chandler. Anderson comes in for Rashawn Holmes. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Booker in for Bridges. Then for the Raptors, Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Monroe. Baca comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Green in for DeLon Wright. Smith with a wide open look. Knocked away. There's the pick. Booker in the corner. Back to Smith. Booker in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Anderson, a screen on Green. A second chance effort. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 10 points.
And Booker does not lack confidence when it comes to his ball handling. Wow, sensational there.
You know, Brent, when you think of Devin Booker, you immediately think scoring. But he's become, as time goes on, an excellent facilitator as well.
Well, I think he's learning to do that, Kevin, because of the playing time that he's getting. And the defenses that he has seen in the early part of his career have been quite unique. You know, 2 out of the first 3 years that he played.
And so it's Phoenix with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're feeling very...
Thanks, Ty.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Really an incredible game. And the Suns making a change here. Smith is checked in. To the paint, off the screen, and there's the nice lay-in by Lowry. Lowry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, a lot of times we talk about good passing, but accurate passing is a huge quality of a good pass, and Leonard did it there.
Booker and Warren on the perimeter. Ayton is out there with Ryan Anderson, and it's Smith in at the 1. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Three-pointer, Lowry, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Suns leading by 8. Smith for 3. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Toronto's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break.
And that's the high motor, the long strides we're always talking about with Leonard, killing it in transition.
Smith against Lowry. Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got 15 points.
Now, right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
Screen by Valanciunas. Lowry kicks to Ibaka. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, he's so dangerous, and he's also efficient with his offensive game. Leonard right now having a tremendous offensive night.
There's the pass to Booker. Here's Smith. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds in this game. Smith, and some very quick points for him on that possession. 17 points in the game.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Leonard, the pass to Valanciunas. Lowry setting the pick for Valanciunas. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Lowry.
And his touch inside more than makes up for Lowry's lack of size. He's a terrific finisher in the paint and doesn't miss many once he gets in tight.
And Booker kicks to Anderson. Back to Booker. Anderson, a screen on Green. Booker dishes to Smith. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots it up. And the shot is long.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Yeah, certainly an attitude change at halftime after sort of wandering around in the first. He's kicked it into gear here for the second frame.
And the Suns call time here.
When you watch Kyle Lowry play, you see how much bigger he is than his stats. There's so many little things on both ends of the floor. I mean, he's a great screen setter, takes charges, all the things that don't necessarily show up in the stat sheet, but are important when it comes to winning.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Ayton. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Ryan Anderson. Trevor Ariza's checked in for T.J. Warren, and it's Bridges in for Booker. To the left wing, here's Bridges. Phoenix no good that time either. And Greg, with Lowry, it isn't like he's quiet on the stat sheet either.
Yeah, he is a bulldog. I mean, he scores it, the playmaking. He's just complete in terms of a backcourt player. Rebounds as well as anybody for his position and got good hands on defense. It just gives you a little bit of everything at that point guard position.
That one falls.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Van Vliet passes to Leonard. Shoots over Holmes. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Leonard.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. In the corner, it's Bridges. Back to Holmes. It's Ariza on the wing. To the middle, here's Smith. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Here's on an open. Ariza covering. It's stolen by Smith. With 1 on the clock. No good. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Suns ahead. They're up by 2. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports.
Man, I can't believe we lost that game.
I don't know, man. I feel like we need to just work on our transition defense, you know what I'm saying?